Hello everyone, right now I'm at Masjid al-Haram in my ihram. We're not going to perform Umrah today. We're actually going to do Jumma. And you're not allowed to go inside the Mataf area because with no ihram you can't go into the Mataf area. And I'm going to do Tawaf 7 times.
Oh wait, now make sure you tell Christians and Jews.
Pray 7 times.
Now make sure you tell
and say the intention for the Jumma thing.
Make sure you tell them that
also, Mecca is only a Muslim city, so you're not allowed to really come into Mecca if you're not a Muslim. Neither Medina. So right now we're going to perform Jumma, and then tomorrow I'll meet you guys in Medina. So you have to go inside gate 79, which is King Fahd Gate. Well, some people call it Bab Malik Fahd, which was the old name a long time ago. So let's get inside the masjid and start doing our tawaf. Also guys, if you're going to go to the Mataf area, make sure you have wudu in your ihram. If you're grown up, kids don't need to wear ihram, but if the grown up decides or / the parent decides, you can go in ihram. Ihram's like only 2 white clothes, which is the rida upper body cover and the izar lower body cover. I don't remember which one is izar and which one's the rida. And there's a little gate right here under an umbrella where you can enter into the Mataf area right here. So now we're entering the Mataf area, and right here you can say only ihram entrance. So that right here there's a sign that says only ihram entrance, so you can only enter gate 79 wearing an ihram. Other gates you can enter wearing no ihram. So I'll see you guys in the Mataf area. So right now we're actually right here. This is gate 79, Bab Malik Fahd. Not Bab Malik, I think King Fahd Gate. It's cool entrance. Right now I'm entering, and when you enter, there's gonna be a sign that says men's entrance, lifts, K Fahd Gate, and ladies entrance. Yeah, once you finish doing your Umrah, you have to exit out of the King Fahd Gate, which is the one that you just entered it. And when you arrive, there's a little station where you can take your bags. You have to take a bag and put your shoes in them, because shoes are not allowed in the Mataf area. So if anyone does that, you've done something bad. So right now I have my shoes, and I'll put them in and meet you guys in the Mataf. So now I came inside the masjid, and right here there's a little gate.
Oh no, make sure you tell them that.
Kaaba level to
No, make sure you tell them dear pilgrims.
And once you enter, there's a little slope that you go down.
Make sure you say dear pilgrim. And
There's
guys,
2 entrances, you can just go by the exit, I don't care. But
remember,
there's a sign that says
first seeing the Kaaba, look down.
if it's your first time doing Umrah, make sure you look down. Like, I advise you to look down.
And make sure to say that your parents will help you.
And make sure parents, if you're watching this, teach your kids how to, well, if it's your first Umrah, make sure to tell them to look down. Once you enter King Fahd Gate, when you enter the masjid, say Allahumma iftah li abwab rahmatik. That's the easiest dua you could say. Once you come to the area and you come down to the Kaaba, you have to go to the green lights that are on the opposite side of Hajar Aswad. And after you enter Hajar Aswad, go to the black stone Hajar Aswad and raise up your hand and say Bismillah Allahu Akbar. I'll show you guys where the Kaaba is. I'll see you guys there. So once you enter, there's some gates. Yeah, I have to close down my cameras. Once you enter, to get down to the Mataf, there's an escalator. And if you're walking barefoot, I should advise you to be careful. Like, there are spikes. Now once you enter, there's going to be a red rubber carpet. And then there's the Zamzam stations. And then here's a black carpet. And then you enter back into a red carpet that's made of rubber. There's little lines everywhere. There's white marble. Once you exit the thing, you go down. Make sure you're looking, and if you're seeing the cover for the first time, make sure you make lots of dua.
And make sure to comment down on this video. And make sure to comment down on this video.
Welcome to the Mataf area. This is where Tawaf is being made. This is the place where Umrah is being made.
Well, there's a whole space.
So locate yourself to Hajar al-Aswad and say, so let's get to Hajar al-Aswad and say Bismillah. Let's find yourselves, so start circling around basically until you find Hajar al-Aswad. The little line right here, that straight is the Yemeni corner, and I'll tell you that dua when we reach, when we're doing our circuits, which is 7. And there's a little area where it's dotted, and that is where Hajar al-Aswad is. It's really hard to get to Hajar al-Aswad, just saying.
Showing you, people can't see.
People basically come here every day.
You know what you do?
Yeah,
Salatul?
Salatul what?
Wahda.
Salatul Wahda. Okay. So how do we start our
Allahu Akbar.
Bismillah Allahu Akbar, then we do the 7 circuits, okay? So if you're going to do Jumma, you would actually have to stay at the Mataf area. So I just came here. If you're going to do your Umrah, when you come here, you do say Bismillah Allahu Akbar, raising your right hand up. Since I'm doing
Mataf, walking like a clockwise.
So we're going to do Tawaf. So I'm going to raise up my hand and say Tawaf al-Wahda, and we just started.
Let's go uncover our shoulders.
Now we say Tawaf al-Wahda and we don't, and Allahu Akbar, and then we start our Tawaf. You have to uncover your shoulder if you're doing your Umrah, and I'm not doing Umrah, so I don't need to uncover my shoulder. Try not to get stuck in the Umrah groups.
Make sure to do your right one to uncover.
If you're a man, uncover your right shoulder and start your Umrah.
And if you're a woman, do not.
Also, my sponsor today is actually GoPro. Like always, I use my GoPro with everything I can get because phones are a bit too dangerous that they could fall. And with GoPro, I have a little strap that I can put on me and keep my hands straight.
Okay, make it dhikr, okay?
Make sure to make lots of dhikr and dua.
This is the place we have to come
Do
to sit.
7 circuits.
This is the place we have to come to sit
Right
here.
here is Maqam Ibrahim, if you guys can see. Maqam Ibrahim is getting blocked by some people, but if you guys can see, it's right there. So there's actually a different Maqam Ibrahim actually. So with Maqam Ibrahim, this is the second copy. There's a real Maqam Ibrahim near the Mina, and next to the Mina, there's a Maqam Ibrahim, the same shape as everything, and that's the place where Ibrahim alayhi salam tried to cut his. Imran alayhi salam was going to cut his son Ismail's head off, and that's where the miracle happened when a ram randomly came and cut his head and cut the ram's head. So right now I'm in the Mataf area / Tawaf area, and right there where you can see those little pillars is the Hijr Ismail area, where you can see the thing right there. Now there's also the clock tower where you can see everything.
Make the intention, make a dua. We
Also make sure lots of
again here, Hajji and Umrah, and always I want to be in my
Also, the
intention.
bald
You know
guy's
what you
my
want to be in, right?
Yeah.
Keep your mind.
So let's do the 7 circuits, and I'll see you guys later. Now guys, I just reached the Yemeni corner, which is Rukn al-Yemeni, and there is a dua. So when you go to Rukn al-Yemeni, you start saying ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار, and keep saying this until you get back to Hajar al-Aswad. And when you reach Hajar al-Aswad, raise up your right hand and say Allahu Akbar to start your 2nd circuit. So let's go. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Now we raise up our right hand and say Allahu Akbar, and then we start our 2nd circuit. So guys, right now I'm getting close to Maqam Ibrahim, doing the Tawaf, and the golden door is right there, and Maqam Ibrahim is right there. Man,
I do it.
yeah, you got it.
سلام عليكم رب الرحيم سلام عليكم رب الرحيم
Man, I'm getting
سلام عليكم رب الرحيم سلام عليكم رب الرحيم
I told
سلام
you.
عليكم رب الرحيم سلام
I'm close to Hijr Ismail though.
اللهم
The Kaaba is right there. Hijr Ismail, right there. If I can only touch that, I've touched the Kaaba.
Push together, guys. Touch the one. Don't drop that one down.
I know that. I don't want to drop it. Guys, it's a bit crowded, just saying. Try not to get stuck in Umrah groups. Whoa. That is Hijr Ismail. Right there. I want to touch it. If you touch it, you touch the Kaaba. Everyone just says that.
Touch it.
I got it.
Right hand, Naban. Touch it.
There.
It's on you.
I touched it.
Thanks, Allah. Yeah, we got it.
I just touched Hijr Ismail. This
Ask
is
any dua.
beautiful.
What are you asking anything soon?
I could be touching this all day.
Okay, let's go.
Anyway.
I still want to touch it.
Okay, let's go. Don't tell mommy. Okay, guys, we're going back. I'll see you guys. I'm right now doing my 6th circuit.
Okay.
When you do your 7, do
edges.
not say Bismillah Allahu Akbar. If you do, you have to restart your tawaf again. Guys, so right now we're trying to touch the Kaaba. It's really not that crowded in this area because no one really likes touching in that area. People usually aim for the Yemeni corner or Hijr Aswad. So during certain times you can actually pray inside Hijr Ismail. There's a main time for women's and a main time for men's.
Touch it.
I'm trying to. Okay, so my dad's trying to. Wait.
Give it to me, I hold it.
No.
You can touch with that one, I'm holding.
Daddy, don't drop it. So my
Okay.
dad's a brand new
Make sure you
camera.
put the GoPro.
Okay, I'm holding. You
Give
do
it
not-
to me.
Did the GoPro touch the Kaaba?
Crazy, man.
Oh God.
Hey, the GoPro.
That's the Kaaba right there. This is my hand.
Yeah, I can help.
No, I'm trying to touch it.
Yeah, I can help.
Man.
Giliran.
Oh. I'm trying to touch it. I got it. I got it.
I got you.
Go.
I got it.
Sabur.
I got it.
Let me. Don't drop, they will pull it. Okay, touch. Ask dua.
Now touch the man. Now put the GoPro on the wall.
That's crazy.
Okay, let's get out.
Come, kiss it.
Tubby, go. Hurry, try, Tubby. Do it. You can do it. There.
Ask dua. Tell everybody. Tell Tambi and me, Naban. Take a video, me and Tambi.
Daddy, my upper shoe fell.
Okay, I'm here. It's okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, take this part. We can go. Give other people the chance.
Okay, Tommy, let's go.
I'm here.
Okay, let's continue our 6. Man, my red dots are coming off. Okay, guys, we just touched the Kaaba.
Upper shoe cable. Hey, that's not funny.
Okay, guys. Alright, guys, I just came to Maqam Ibrahim. I've touched it. The bars on the inside are really hard to see. The footmark.
Right?
Yep, I got
Is that
it.
recording?
Okay, guys, I just touched it. Let's finish our 7th circuit and
We finished.
leave. Once you finish your 7 rakat tawaf, you do pray behind Maqam Ibrahim. It's tight, everything. You have to pray in the little area that's close to Maqam Ibrahim. And after the Maqam Ibrahim 2 rakats, which you have to say Kul ya ayyuhal kafirun and Kul huwallahu ahad. After that, you drink Zamzam, and it's sunnah to jump it on your head. And then after that, you do sa'i, and I'll say the dua for you guys. You say Inna safa wal marwata min sha'airillah, and looking at the comments, say Abda bima bada Allahu bi, and then you say La Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah wahda, injaza wa'da, wa nasara abda, wa hazama al-ahzaba wahda. I think I said it wrong, but I'll put the link. I'll put it in the description. Now after that, I'm going to here to sit down because I'm doing Jumma, and I will not be praying behind Maqam Ibrahim. But there is a way. I'm gonna drink Zamzam, and then after that, I will sit down and wait for Jumma prayer. Guys, after exiting the masjid, you're allowed to go to your hotel. You don't need to cut your hair if you're not doing Umrah. I did Jumma prayer. If you wanted to do Jumma in the Mataf area, you have to wear an ihram. I didn't do Umrah. The only thing you have to do is doing tawaf 7 times, but change the intention to do tawaf. You say Bismillah Allahu Akbar. For the intention, you actually have to say Tawaf al-Wahda, which is the dua to start your Jumu'ah prayer. So when you start walking from your hotel back, you will see a lot of crowd, and I just exited from King Abdulaziz gate, which is near the same gate where in front of the clock tower. If you do go to that gate, you could see the Kaaba, but the Kaaba is on the exact floor. You would have to, when you enter a gate, you have to take escalators to go downstairs, because the Kaaba is right there in the downstairs area, because this crowded. I advise you to take the stairs instead of the escalators, because escalators are more crowded, because people are lazy, okay? I don't get it, okay? So I'm walking right now to my hotel, and once you come out of the masjid, you can pass air, because you already finished your prayer. But just be careful, because when I was doing Jumma, lots of people smushed my hands and feet. That's disrespectful. But I'm going to exit Masjid Haram, so I'll meet you guys back in the hotel, and we'll see each other later. So when you're walking, if there is a way you can get to the bus, but I'm walking to my hotel, which is a good exercise if you're lazy. So I'll meet you guys at the hotel. Thanks for watching today's vlog.